Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and when Torin sent me the Ogre, he also sent me this, the Booster, and it is fabulous. Now, at first glance, it looks kind of like a rainbow pistol. Big plunger tube, big spring, rear prime, all that jazz. But you'll notice it's got two triggers, and that's because it has two full plunger tube systems. It is just a side-by-side with a over-under trigger mechanism. One fires one, the other fires the other. It's really kind of fantastic. You can fire them both at once, but it doesn't really like it. You also notice a variety of barrels, and that is because it has a modular barrel system, which is awesome. And we're gonna play with it all. We're gonna go to the chronograph and just fire some regular stuff just to get kind of an idea of how much power it has, and then we're gonna go to the range and fiddle with all of the barrels. So here we go. Just out of avid curiosity, because that's the barrels I had on here. This thing will fire Mega XL as well. Let's see how well it does. 55. 55, so very consistent, and about the same performance, actually slightly better than some of the performance on the big one. So that's neat. Let's try some other barrels. Right, for single, we've got a single Elite and a single Mega, just to get a vague idea of what this will get. 107 on the Elite and 89 on the Mega. That's not bad. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's go to the range and just plink. I got all kinds of weird barrels, weird cylinders. We gonna plink. Right, we're here on the range with the Booster. Currently, I've got just single barrels on there. And we're gonna see if we can hit anything at all. Oh, yes we can. Yes we can. Reload. Actually, I'm gonna double load some half darts. Got some bamboos here. They ought to hopefully play nice. Maybe. There we go. I got them. The lower trigger on mine fires the left. The forward trigger fires the right. Let's see how we do. Oh, went above and below, but they went straight. Oh, that one went side-side. Fascinating. Fascinating. There are some more interesting barrels. Let's try some more interesting barrels. We got Mega, currently loaded with regular Mega darts, so probably gonna have way too much power for them, but let's see what happens. Oh, that went nice and straight. It's a little low. Oh, that one whistled. Let's try some different Megas. I've got proper Accu Strike. See if they fly any straighter. Oh, yep. Oh, not that one. Got some decent range on it though. Oh, wait, I've got one more kind of Mega Dart. Let's give them a try. AccuFakes, of course. My favorite. Oh, so close. That right one. I don't know if it's just... I have trouble hitting with that one. Anyway, we've got more weird stuff. I don't know how weird it is, but 3-round shotgun. I've got them loaded with full lengths. You could almost certainly double load it with half lengths and get even more, but oh, nice spread. Interesting. Wondering if my right side just doesn't have quite as much power. Feels a little different. It's just a heavier trigger pull and I'm jerking it. Who knows? I got two more strange barrels. I'm gonna start with this one. It fires a Mega and 2 Elite. And I don't know if they sent me 2 of them and I lost one, or if I only ever had one. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the left side because that's one that seems to work the best. Hey, I got him with the Mega. The Elites might have hit them in the feet. I got one more weird one. It's probably my favorite, probably the least useful, but I like it. The Duck Foot. 6 barrels in a very, very wide spread. I might have made it a little less of a spread, but that is humorous. I'm gonna try to fire it all at once. Oh, I'm gonna be shooting darts into my yard at this angle. We're gonna go at a different angle. All right. That is fabulous. That is hilarious. Pretty sure I still ended up shooting a dart into the blackberry somewhere. I dig it. Completely impractical, and that is the best. All right, now for my favorites. We do have Mega XL barrels, which are excellent. A double-barreled Mega XL pistol this size pleases me greatly. Oh, fantastic and hilarious. I think you can still single load half darts into these barrels. Yeah. So they're still single barrels now. Ding! I got a hit. I dig it! I dig it. I know at least one person I've seen actually had a stock for it. Just this back part was replaced with a printed stock. I may get one of those. I may not. What I may get is a foregrip, honestly. So you can... The stock would make you be able to aim a little bit easier. That second trigger, that upper trigger, I don't know if I need to sand it, grease it, oil it, whatever. Try to get that to release a little bit better. It's a little crunchy. Anyway, let's go talk about it. Right, that is just entirely too much fun. I really like the concept of this. Obviously, I was only ever putting the same barrel on both. You could obviously mix and match and have, you know, one that's just firing elite or one that's firing rockets or whatever, which gives you a great deal of versatility, especially if you have things that require super ammo, or, you know, or special ammo types. You could have something that, you know, a shield buster on one side and just be using the other side to, you know, single shot plink, and then when something comes closer that needs the big one, you pull the other trigger and kablam! Which is pretty cool. I dig that. Again, solid design. Torin knows what he's doing as far as engineering. It is thoroughly solid. There's very little flex. There's very little wiggle. Lots of screws holding it all together. I dig that. The print orientations are excellent. There's nothing that's really on a really weak shear line. Things are printed in the correct orientations to make it strong and solid. Just like the Ogre, the engineering is great. The one question I have as far as the design, or one thing that I'm not entirely sold on, is the barrel lug design. There's just not a whole lot of material that's actually holding it in place. In fact, one of them actually broke off in transit. It still works, and it's not flimsy, but it also isn't particularly easy to swap them out in a hurry. There's no bevel kind of to guide it in. And my first thought when I saw this was, why would you create a whole nother ecosystem when one already existed? And that is in the form of the Proud Papa system. Out of Darts' modular barrel design. It already had most of the barrels that they had. It didn't have the Mega and 2 Elites that I'm aware of. But it had a triple, it had Mega, it had single Elite, it had long Elite, it had rival. Didn't have a duck foot, as far as I know, also. And personally, I like the design of these better because I like an angular design, so all the triangulars and the additional greebling that they have as opposed to just a straight barrel. I like the design of those, but the socket, the lug, is infinitely better on the Out of Darts. It's not even that much different in size, but you can see the difference in the amount of material and the design of it. This being beveled and angled like that makes it way stronger than this one, and it being beveled makes it easier to insert. It also has 3 prongs instead of 2, which makes it quicker to line up because you have to do less of a rotation to find the correct lug orientation. So personally, if I had been designing this, I would have made it use this geometry. And I realize that there's probably, you know, you would have had to have gotten permission from Out of Darts, and maybe they would refuse, and you could reverse engineer it, but that would be dubious. I would reach out to Luke, to Out of Darts, and see if he would mind if you copied his lug design, because it would only require you to change one part, and that's going to be this front plate that the thing sockets into. If you could just replace this with one that had an Out of Darts lug, then the ecosystems would match, and then you could read it, you know, it'd be really simple to, you know, design that lug on the back there. That would be the easiest part. That's my one thing, is I just don't like that design for a variety of reasons. I haven't had one snap off, but I'm definitely worried of how difficult it would be to get the parts out if I were to, say, drop it when I had a barrel in and it were to snap off inside there. I don't think it would be that difficult, but it definitely wouldn't be pleasant. So yeah, that's my one critique. These would be just as prone to snapping because they're also printed on that layer line, but I just think it's a better design. That's my critique. Take it or leave it. But everything else about it, I dig. Picatinny rail on the bottom, Picatinny rail on the top. This, as I said, can be replaced with a stock. Love all of that. Love your work. Look forward to seeing what you come out with. By all means, send me anything. I will try to get it out in a more timely manner next time if you feel so inclined to ever send me anything ever again. All right. Thank you for watching.